Thank you so
Hi.
much for coming in with me today for my first interview with a past client.
Sure.
You are the best, Venus. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. You're the best too.
I like your hair.
Thank you so much. Yours is cute too.
Thank you. I'm about to go on vacation, so
Oh,
I had to
nice.
get the braids so I could relax and don't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I'm on here today with you because I want to ask you a few questions, and
Okay.
it's no right or wrong answers. I just want you to tell me how you feel. Be relaxed about it. So, can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about where you're living now?
My name is Venus Thomas. I reside in Baltimore, Maryland. I finally got my own townhouse in about 2020. Sherina was my realtor, and we went through the process together.
Yeah.
I went with the first time home buyers program, which was great. She led me through the process. Is that what you want me to say? Led me through exactly what that how we did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want to talk about.
Led me through the process. I've in the process of still furnishing. I've been here for 3.5 years. It'll be 4 years in December 2020 when I moved here. I'm still buying furniture, still trying to furnish it. I love my house. I love my townhouse. I was nervous about living in the city of Baltimore, but it's been fine so far. No issues. So it's been great.
Okay. So that's good to know, because you know what? I remember the process. I remember us not really knocking doors, but really talking to the neighbors in the area when we was shopping, and it was nice to hear their feedback about where you want to live. But you're a single female, and I know how some people be hesitant about Baltimore. So if you could just speak a little bit about your neighborhood. How do you like it now that you're there?
Well, I like my neighborhood. I have nice neighbors. I do have a security system just in case, because I am a single female. Well, yeah, single female. I have a dog as well. I don't know if you're here, Bentley. If he hears a pin drop, he drops. He barks. So I feel pretty safe. Nothing, no real issues. No issues have happened. Around near me, not my neighbors maybe, but not to me, which is great. I talk to my neighbors across the street. I talk to my neighbors up the street. So it's been pretty. My next door neighbor, talk to them. So it's pretty. So a good neighborhood so far. I'm still able to walk my dog in the mornings and sometimes in the afternoons when I get off early. I do have a backyard, so he can go to the backyard also. So I do feel pretty safe in this neighborhood.
That's good to know. And I love that you bought your home 4 years ago and you're still happy in it. That's what I love hearing. It's nothing like a real estate agent putting somebody in a house. Sometimes you be nervous, like I hope that it works out for them. So see, this is such a good interview because it all worked out for you.
Right,
so
right.
If you could describe your experience, I know it's been a while, but using 3 words, can you describe it for us?
So honestly, I was nervous, but I was nervous, but the process was great. It was let's see, 3 words. I would say informative. Because I had no knowledge of the home buying process. I would say a good investment. So investing, I learned that's a good one. And honestly, also going through the housing buying process, it gave me more independence. So those are the good 3 things that I've learned in this process. It was a great process the whole way.
Yes. Well, that was great. I do remember like one challenge we had. So I don't know if you remember.
We had a couple small challenges.
Yeah,
I think that comes along with it. Being outbid a couple times, but unfortunately, those houses were meant for me. This is the house that was meant for me. I found it. I wanted it. I got it. Even going through the person that renovated the house, he did some things. but it was still, at the end of the day, I was blessed to get this house. I'm not thinking of the bad things. Everything has a challenge, when you go through something new. So I don't want to look at that as a hinder or anything like that. I feel like I learned through the process. You learned through the process. I mean, it was all we went through it together.
Yes. And I agree, because it's not, that's life. Like in life, you're going to have some challenges. So I do remember we did face some challenges. And COVID during that time, 2020, was really a hard time to buy, if you remember, because it was like so many people were, like you said, was bidding on houses. It was crazy because the interest rates were low. And did you benefit from one of those low interest rates?
I sure did.
Yeah, good. Yes.
I sure did. Yeah.
Yes. Everyone is happy who bought back then. And, sometimes it's hard for people to buy now because the rates are up higher. But that's why it's important you move when you move sometimes. So you did buy at a great time. And I remember you didn't give up, even when we had our challenges. That's what I liked about you the most. Some people do throw in the towel and say, well, maybe it's not for me this year. I'll try again next year. So what would you think made you stick in there with the process?
I was just ready. I was ready. I was 41 at the time. I wanted to be, I had my own apartment in DC, which was a small apartment, which paying rent. It was just time for me to change. It was just time for a change. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. It was just time for me to change. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So now let me ask you, what was the first thing you did when you moved into your new home? Do you remember, what was the first thing you did?
I think I went out with my friends, celebrated with one of my good friends. She took me out to dinner. Actually, two of my good friends took me out to dinner. They came and saw my house, took me out to dinner, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. I remember when because we had put some offers in. See, every client for me is special in some way. And I remember we had a hard time getting our offer accepted because it was a challenging time. And I remember me and you with the Chevys, and we did go to celebrate that we got he was under contract.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
That was so fun. Yes. It was like, helping you, to me, enjoy the process some more. So I wanted to be personable with you so that you could, because I was like, I hope I ain't stressing her out. Did you feel stressed through the process?
Sometimes, but again, I don't know the process, so it's all learning. So, it was all worth it. At the end, to me, it was all worth learning and growing.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So now that you've been in there for 4 years, how would you say that this moving process and being a new homeowner, how has it changed your life in any kind of way, being a homeowner?
Well, honestly, being a homeowner, at first I was just so lucky to be here. It's just, I guess for me, it's little things like being able to set the furniture up, do different things with my house. The only thing I don't like about it is the commute to work, but that's another topic.
I thought you moved closer to you when you.
No, I realized. So at first, when I moved here, I lived in Silver Spring. I worked in Silver Spring. Mm-hmm. And now I actually work in Bethesda, which is a further out. Okay. But I'm still driving every day back and forth because in Baltimore, so it's inexpensive to live. So I still, to live here. I don't, I go out, my mom still lives in DC, so I do go to DC a lot. My boyfriend lives in Laurel. I do go to Laurel a lot. So, but I do, when I'm home, I'm home,
Yeah. So just to let you know, if you ever decide to rent your property out and move in with your boyfriend, or y'all get married or anything happens special, you have an investment by having a home. You bringing something to the table for your new relationship. Because I think when you was in Chevy's, you wasn't dating.
Oh, right? No.
I don't remember. Yeah. So this would be another stepping stone by you being a homeowner when you do decide that you want to, upgrade, because you do have a nice house. Because I remember it was newly renovated, right?
Yeah, brand new. Yeah, everything. It's old on the outside but brand new on the inside. So yeah.
And then you got a lot of bang for your buck because by it being newly renovated in Baltimore. And that's what sometimes as ages, there go the doggy. What's his name?
Bentley.
Bentley is saying something. He hears something, huh?
He hears something, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, sometimes people find it like being a homeowner, and if they ready to move up, they feel that that's a little scary too.
Right.
Has that went past your mind? I'm just wondering.
I have thought about selling. I have thought about renting it out. But I have thought about it. Yes. Yeah, because
the commute is crazy. That's the thing that I say. Sometimes you want to be closer to your job, or you don't want the traffic, and I don't know how long you got to work. Are you about to retire soon or no?
No.
I know, but nowadays people retire young, girl. Young.
Yeah, no, I got a long way.
Okay, you got a long way. And if you ever felt like I don't want to keep commuting, because I want my clients to be happy, I just want to let you know you got options. See, some people who rent and they don't have any options, so they have no options at all. The landlord is getting rich by their payments every month. Have you built any equity? Have you looked into that, or
I haven't really looked into it. I know I should. But no, I think I have, but I don't know how much. But I haven't really looked to see how much the amount is. Yeah.
And I got a job to do after this. As a thank you for doing an interview with me, I will send you a equity wealth analysis, so you can know what the value is, and I'll make sure I get that to you yearly since you're 4 years. Yeah, so you can just continue to know. Like I usually try to do that around January. So I've been getting busy that I haven't been doing some of the things that I did in the past. So I'm gonna make sure I get you an equity wealth analysis, because who knows, one day, Venus, you might decide you want to rent your property out or either sell, and you're not in no rush. You could do with either one, because if you rent it out, that's going to bring you some residual income, and then that could go towards your new home, the payments that you're receiving for renting out. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I do property management. So manage your property, all that. So that's the good thing about being the owner. You have several options.
Right.
And it's good to have options. You don't want to go one way. You want to be able to be flexible, and just, do what's best for you. But I'm glad that you're happy in your home. And then my last question for you is, what advice would you give to those who are considering buying a house?
Buy a house. I would definitely encourage it. It's a great investment. You can't go wrong. Like my dad always tells me, money at having a house is like a bank. So you can like you said about the equity, if you want to pull it out, or you can definitely do that. Like you said, you have the option. You have options when you buy, when you own. So it's great. It's a win-win all the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you so much, Venus. You did excellent, and I appreciate you so much for doing the interview with me.
Of course.